with the chairman of the board, Vince McMahon. Making sure everything is running smoothly for this live stream. Hold on, Vince, to get everything set up. Okay, give us a quick second, Vince. Hold on. As we get the live chat up, take you guys' questions, comments, and concerns from the WWE Draft. What's up, everybody in the chat? Welcome, guys. Let's go, Vince. You ready? Oh, yeah, I am. All right, Vince. We are here live on YouTube.com. We're going to be interviewing you about the WWE Draft and what happened last night and catching everybody up in the series thus far. So, Vince, let me ask you a question. What is to come to expect starting in season number 6 of the WWE Universe? Well, Cole, you should expect the change. Change is happening, and we will be innovating. Things that you will have never seen before will come to fruition starting after in season 6. Trust me, this will be the best period that this series has ever been in, because I'm doing things I've never done before and embarking on change. Vince, what kind of change are you talking about? What change do you plan on making? Well, the change I plan on making is listening to the audience. Because quite frankly, I have not listened to a single subscriber of yours on the Cold Train Productions. I've done things my way, and my way has worked for the past 30 years. Change needs to happen. And I think the change is doing things the correct way with you and listening to the Cold Train Universe, man, because I'd never listened to them. Well, one thing that happened last night that people are on their minds about is the KJ Jones and AJ Styles ending. What happened? Well, you see, KJ allowed his mouth to get the best of him, and he lost. I'm going to break a little bit of barriers here. KJ was supposed to win. He was supposed to win and bring the World Heavyweight Championship to Monday Night Raw. But he screwed up. That bastard. He will pay for his consequences. So what's going to happen, Cole, is that we're going to strip the World Heavyweight Championship from AJ Styles and vacate the World Heavyweight Championship, which means Monday Night Raw will not only have a general manager for the next 2 weeks, they will not have a World Heavyweight Champion. And we will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion at the Backlash pay-per-view. And since KJ wants to screw up and mess everything up, to get the World Heavyweight Championship that he was supposed to get, will have to win a fatal 4-way ladder match with the 3 superstars being picked by me, as they will fight off in qualifying matches. Well, amazing news. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So what about AJ Styles? What is he getting in this bargain? Well, AJ Styles will be getting a WWE Championship opportunity at the Bash. I've already talked with Shane McMahon, and he has officially stated that AJ Styles will face the Demon King Finn Balor at the Bash for the WWE Championship, since he had to relinquish the World Heavyweight title. The World Heavyweight title is in the safekeepings of me, of course, because I am the man of the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm the reason why it's back, not KJ Jones or Tommaso Ciampa train. I am the reason why the World Heavyweight Championship is back on Monday Night Raw. This is my show. It has been stripped and relinquished, and Cole, we will crown a new champion at the WWE Backlash pay-per-view. Now, Vince, I want to take some questions from the WWE Universe. One question was, why did you bring Brian Angel and Austin Dynamite to Monday Night Raw? Well, it's simple, Cole. I brought them there because they have the star power to make Raw great again. Because I realized over these past couple months that SmackDown Live has been kicking Raw behind in the ratings. And we can't have that. SmackDown can't be the A show. Raw needs to be the A show. You know that already. And whether I like it or not, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Brian Angel and Austin Dynamite are money in my pocket. So of course, they're going to be on the A show, which is Monday Night Raw. I can't believe I admitted that because his broad, Candy Vega, beat the crap out of my daughter, which she will pay for. Don't worry, Candy. Your retribution is coming. I'll see you on SmackDown next week. But that's not neither here or there. Dynamite and Angel are money. And you know I love money, Cole. Because I pay you 6 figures a year. Of course. You know I love money. And I love giving out money. They make me a lot of money and they need to be on the A show. Because Monday Night Raw is the A show. I see that P1 Ryan guy. I like him. I want you to go tout him out and signed P1 Ryan. Because you see, P1 Ryan will make me a lot of money too. Because he's amazing at what he does. I'm hearing that you got your little bookers on that. Bring me P1 Ryan. I want to have a talk with him. And make sure I get him. And bring him to Monday Night Raw. To make Raw great again. Because Monday Night Raw will be the A show. Not SmackDown Live. I hate to brag on myself, Vince, but in your opinion, who is the best tag team in WWE? Well, Train, I can't answer that because we have amazing tag teams here on the Raw and SmackDown Live and soon to be NXT divisions. I can't answer that. They're all amazing tag teams. But if I gotta say one of my favorite tag teams, of course they gotta be the Undisputed Era. Shock the system, Train! Shock it! Yeah. Okay, Vince, we're going to take some questions here from the WWE Universe here on Cold Train Productions. I want you guys to shout out some questions for Vince McMahon, and we will answer some of them that you guys have for Vince. So, any guys have any questions for Vince? Somebody asks, is P1 coming to WWE? Why, yes. I want to sign P1 Ryan to a 6-figure deal. I want him to make me so much money, Train. Of course he'll be coming to WWE. We just have to pry him away from where he's at. Where is he at again? He's in a indie promotion, Vince. I thought you knew where he was at. He's making a lot of money. Well, I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I have people that's on that. I run my company the way it's supposed to be run. So if you guys know who P1 Ryan is, Cold Train Network, tell him that Vince McMahon wants him on Monday Night Raw, and he will pay him very handsomely to get him here. Vince, are you serving breakfast at 10:30? What? It's evening time. We don't serve breakfast here. WWE superstars are paid enough money to host their own breakfast, Train. I know you have enough money to get your own breakfast, if I'm not correct, Cold Trainer. That's right. Yeah, of course I have enough money to make my own breakfast. Well, you have your own money, you buy your own breakfast. Quite frankly, I eat nicely every single day to keep up with my athletic peak that I'm at. Somebody asks, are you bringing any more talent to the WWE? Why, yes, I am. NXT is the future of this brand, the WWE. So we will treat it as the future stars of Raw and SmackDown, which will be my future money makers. So, yes, I will be bringing more stars to the WWE, and yes, they will be available in the next 6 to 8 months. But my priority number 1 is P1 Ryan. Make me get P1 Ryan. If I don't have P1 Ryan in my sites, Cold Train, I will suspend you for 3 months. I need P1 Ryan here on Monday Night Raw, and he needs to be making me some money. So get P1 Ryan here. That is priority number 1. Then we'll worry about everybody else. Don't worry. There's room for everybody here in the WWE. Vince, will the WWE always be PG, or will we go back to TV-14 or even hamp it up to rated R? Why, yes, the WWE will not always be PG. Because quite frankly, in this new era, Season 6, we're dropping that PG tagline. We're going all in and all out. You may not like us after this new era starts. Well, you always will respect us. Because quite frankly, the WWE needs to drop this to entice viewership on this show. Okay? I love viewers. I love money. So you know, if the money's right, then we'll raise that banner up. Because we have our own WWE Network and the Coltrane Network to do whatever we so please. That's why I did that vending business video with my co-owner, Coltrane Sr. What are you guys going to do with the new guys when they come in? Well, the new guys will be pushed to the moon, of course. You guys see the Lars Sullivans and Braun Strowmans and Ricochet. You've seen him on the WWE Draft. I love me some Ricochet, by the way. But Ricochet is special. I would love to get him on Monday Night Raw one day. All those guys will be treated very well. Long as you don't disrespect me and my family, of course. Because if you disrespect the McMahons, we will bury you. It's just that simple. I'm talking to you, Candy Vega. I'm talking to you, Brian Angel. Listen, you might have beat my son-in-law. He's my son-in-law. I don't care. He's not my son. So be it. Whatever. I like Triple H. He's an awesome guy. He's married to my daughter. No disrespect. But, you know, Triple H is important to us. But, I'm not going to get on Brian Angel for that. Listen, if you treat us the way you want to be treated, and you treat us the best way, then you will be pushed. You will be pushed. Very handsomely. That's awesome. Any status on the future of Brock Lesnar? Well, Brock Lesnar is taking a couple months off, like he always does. When in his contract, he has to take some months off to go do other business ventures. Brock Lesnar will be back before SummerSlam, though, Cole. Don't worry. I always get Lesnar back and pay him quite handsomely. Who is the highest paid superstar in the WWE right now? The highest paid. I don't know about that one. I really don't know. I just throw out money. You know what I'm saying? WrestleMania cost me like $23 billion to do. Because all that money and fireworks and venues we had. WrestleMania cost me a lot of money. I just threw out the money. You know what I'm saying? But look, the highest paid probably in the WWE is probably you, Mr. Train, or John Cena. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, John Cena has been here long enough to get paid that much money. You're Coltrane Jr., if I'm right. That's right. Yes, I am the son of Coltrane Sr., the co-owner of WWE. So, well, why don't you call yourself Coltrane Jr.? Because Vince, you said that I keep the tagline of Coltrane because I am Coltrane. I don't need to be a junior. But your Coltrane Sr. owns half of this company, if I'm not correct, right? Yes, he does. He has like plenty of stocks in the company. He helps me write the shows. He helps me get the show together. Yes, Coltrane Sr. is the man around here with you. That's why you're doing handsomely and saying, well, yes, that's correct. That's why you're paid a lot of money. Can I get a higher paycheck? Michael Wolf is asking for a higher paycheck. Will you pay him a higher enough money? Well, Mr. Wolf wins matches. You got your WrestleMania payday, Wolf, but you were in a poor performance. You had one of the worst matches on the card. Come on, Wolf. You gotta do better than that. I mean, I expect a lot better than what you gave me at WrestleMania. That's why you're going back to NXT, because you need to work on your craft. And all of a sudden, you were in this great atmosphere. You were in this great side of yourself with the BC, and now you're going to play off Mortal Kombat. Oh no. We have to change that, Wolf. We got to change that really quickly. We don't play off of Mortal Kombat here because we're not Mortal Kombat. Alright? We're not Mortal Kombat. So no, you're going to NXT and you're going to go work on your stuff, and you're going to go work and get better inside that ring, and then we'll bring you back to the main roster. Well, awesome picks. So Vince, another thing, what are your expectations for the NXT brand when it comes back to WWE? Well, NXT will be live on the WWE Network and will premiere every Wednesday night, of course. Our first episode will be premiering live on tomorrow, by the way, Coach. Make sure that gets on Coach and Production Network, and it will be on the WWE Network, of course. And then I expect NXT to be the second biggest brand in the WWE. I know we won't get there at the beginning because, you know, NXT is a project that's Triple H and a lot of people are on behind the scenes that to make sure that it is successful. I expect it to be better than SmackDown Live because it needs to be better than SmackDown Live because SmackDown Live is the B show. NXT needs to be the B plus show, while SmackDown Live be the B minus show. That was SmackDown Live to be. SmackDown Live is the B minus show, and NXT should be the B plus show. And Raw is the A show. We know that already. Because Monday Night Raw is where the money's at. Monday Night Raw is where this show was built on. Without Monday Night Raw, WWE wouldn't exist. Simple as that. So I expect NXT to be the B plus show around here and should be better than SmackDown Live. Just that simple. If they're not better than SmackDown Live, then I will be talking with the NXT bookers and maybe be doing some rearrangement around that area because it needs to be better than SmackDown Live. Okay, well, this one is from Toxic, the manager of Brian Asiel. Toxic has been wondering, why did Bayley and KJ Jones get in his face at the WWE Draft Special? Well, it's their choice. I don't know why they got in their face. I didn't plan that. You see, Toxic is a very special commentator. I like him. I like him a lot. It's just that I hate Candy Vega. I can't stand Candy Vega. Quite frankly, if I can get rid of Candy Vega, I will get rid of Candy Vega. Because Candy Vega needs to go. But I love me some Elizabeth Blade. Elizabeth Blade's the man. I like her. Yeah. She's like Mandy Rose. She's special. She's special. Elizabeth Blade under the greatest woman of all time, Bayley, is a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's why Elizabeth Blade will probably be the future of SmackDown Live. That's why we kept her on SmackDown Live. Okay? But I can't stand Candy Vega. So once Candy Vega goes, then the WWE will be much better. Because quite frankly, Candy Vega gets on my last nerves. That's why I split him, Candy, and Asiel up for that exact reason, to make sure they stay apart from each other. Okay? They need to stay away from each other. Because quite frankly, they're ruining WWE together. Right? Brian Asiel needs to focus on his stuff on Raw. He needs to focus on being him and not worry about the political garbage on SmackDown Live. That's why we moved him over to Raw, because he makes me money, and Raw is the A show. Well, here's more questions here. What if Knight joined the WWE? Knight can join the WWE. I don't have a problem with that. Just the right contract and right negotiations to get him on the show. I take anybody in, because we can make anybody a superstar. Because this brand, the WWE, is the best professional wrestling company in the entire world. We can make anybody special here. So if Knight wants to come to WWE, come in. Come in. Maybe you can join maybe you can join Elizabeth Blade and the thing they got going on with the greatest woman of all time, Bayley. Maybe join them. Be on the side of that. Be on the side of history being made. Knight. I said Elizabeth Blade's like Mandy Rose, LOL. It is true. It is very true. She's very hot. She's very special. You know what I'm saying? I like me some Elizabeth Blade. Elizabeth Blade's the future of SmackDown Live. Under the greatest woman of all time, Bayley, she's the future of SmackDown Live. Okay? I don't know what you all think of her, talking about this brainwash or whatever. Give me a break. She's not being brainwashed. She's being taught to pledge to the greatest woman of all time. You might learn some things from Bayley, huh, Train? Have you learned some things from Bayley? No, but my father said that Bayley is a prick. Hey! Your father doesn't know a jack crap about what Bayley is, okay? Bayley's not a prick. Bayley is the greatest woman of all time. She's the future of WWE. And Bayley versus Ronda Rousey made me a lot of money at WrestleMania. And you know what? We're going to do it again at SummerSlam. The greatest versus the baddest #2. This time Bayley will be better, and this time Bayley will shock the system. Vince, what do you mean by shock the system? Don't worry what I mean by shock system. Don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about what I meant by that, okay? Bayley is undisputed. She's EST. She's everything. No, don't get me started on Bianca Belair, of course, because Belair's another one. She's very hot, by the way. So, hey, Coach, can you tell Bianca Belair I said hi? Hey, Vince, calm down. I am an associate of Bianca Belair. I'm a valid supporter of her, but I'm not that close to her. Hey, you sound like you're close to Bianca Belair. Can you tell her I said hi? Because even though I own her and she is, she makes a lot of money, but tell her I said hi. Anyways, well, speaking of Bianca Belair, what happened to that Raw Women's Championship opportunity that she was supposed to get at Backlash? Well, you see, some things happened and it couldn't happen anymore. But don't worry, guys. Bianca Belair is still getting her Raw Women's Championship opportunity, and EST says she wants to save it for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So, it seems like you got Money in the Bank all together. What's going to be happening with Money in the Bank and all that stuff like that? Well, the thing with Money in the Bank is we're going to make history again, like we always do. This time, we're going to have something that I pledge that should be done again, and that is separate Money in the Bank briefcases. So here's what I do. They see everybody else does Money in the Bank different. So this is what I'm going to do. NXT will get its own Money in the Bank briefcase because NXT is its own thing. NXT does not need to be involved with SmackDown Live and Raw's things that are going on. NXT is getting their own Money in the Bank. Yeah, I said it. And also, I plan, if this happens, you will find it on television, I plan on having separate Money in the Bank briefcases for both Raw and SmackDown Live to separate them. But it probably won't happen because of the roster we have. We probably going to have one Money in the Bank for the women and one Money in the Bank for the men. But if this thing happened, it'll be history making because we've never had separate Money in the Bank briefcases in series history. Well, Vince, you're really taking it very, very harshly here. Again, guys, if you're just joining the stream, I am doing an interview with Vince McMahon. Somebody asked why we're standing. Well, you can tell that prick that said that I stand if I want to because I own everything in this building. Thank you very much. I can stand, sit down. You can't tell me what to do. It's a sit-down interview with me, Vincent Kenny McMahon. Vince McMahon. Yeah. Who said that? Sammy Talks said that. Hey, Sammy Talks. How you doing, bro? How you doing, Sammy? You know, Sammy, you know, your guy, what's his name again? Samuel Lewis. He's your very, he's your top merchandise seller. Oh, the Believe in Lewis guy. Oh, I forgot who he was for a second. Anyways, Samuel Lewis, manager, how you doing? You better watch your mouth because I can easily pull the plug on Samuel Lewis and drop him down to being a jobber. Okay, he can be Heath Slater Slatus or Kurt Hawkins, who hasn't won a match in over 6 years. Okay, don't discredit me and what I do, Mr. Sammy Talks. That may affect your manager, Lewis, in the future. But back to the questions. Go ahead, Corey. You guys are just joining me again. You guys can ask me any questions that you guys want to. Ask Vince McMahon about the future of WWE. He's taking any questions along with questions and comments and concerns from the WWE Draft. If you missed it, the World Heavyweight Championship is being stripped off of AJ Styles after he won it at WWE at the draft special last night, and he will be getting a WWE Championship opportunity against Finn Balor at the Bash, and we will have a fatal 4-way ladder match to crown our next World Heavyweight Champion. Because Coltrane, it's what's best for business. They asked, did you get this new wrestler that they were clamoring about? What new wrestler? Don't ask me that question. If you want to ask about new wrestlers, let me tell you again. You go to my talent relations guy, Coltrane. You answer those questions. Coltrane, why are you asking me that question? You do that question. You bring in new stars. That's your job. Well, Vince, hold on. I'm Coltrane Jr. I'm not Coltrane Sr. Well, you ask the guy that does the talent relations. I don't do that thing. I run the company, okay? Don't ask me that question again. And then the guy that asks that, refer to the comment section of Cold Chain Productions, and he will answer your question for you. We don't answer that stuff in live streams that are pertaining to WWE content with Vince McMahon. When you see Vince in the title, don't ask me about anybody that comes to WWE, okay? Ask me about current stars that are employed to this company. Thank you. Now, Drain, back to you. Well, Vince, are there plans to ever end the brand split? Ever? In the series? No. The brand split would always be around because our roster is getting bigger and badder and better every single year. The brand split's not going anywhere because Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live does not even need to be combined to do a Raw Super Show. No, that's what's bad for business. Business-wise, the brand split needs to stay around forever because it makes me more money. And you know I love money. Money, 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 money. That's what my best friend Ted DiBiase says. Everybody's got a price. And everybody in WWE has a price on their head. And everybody in WWE makes me a lot of money. That's why the brand split is going to stay a factor forever. Well, Vince, if there are not any other questions or that we have, I think that will do it for this interview. I'm sorry, stand-up interview, you can say, since we're not sitting down. Hey, watch your mouth. But wait, I have one more question. What about your relationship with Brian Angel? What was your intention on going to SmackDown Live before you sat down and did this interview? Well, my relationship with Brian Angel is kind of complicated. Okay, at one point he makes me money. At the second point, he disrespected my family, which you don't do. Okay, Shane loves Brian Angel. He thinks Brian Angel is the next big thing around here. Well, I think that he's not, and I think that the next big thing we should focus on is Lars Sullivan and Braun Strowman. Those guys are the next big thing with AJ Styles and many more. They're the next big thing. I don't think Angel can cut it here in WWE, but he's kind of being used because he's a ratings grab. That's all he is. He's a ratings grab. That's all it is. Brian Angel is a ratings grab, and that's why he's being used, okay? And as for Candy Vega, you know I can't stand that Braun. If I can get rid of Candy Vega, I will. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to a fact I can get rid of Candy Vega, I will. The only reason why she's still here is because she beat Elizabeth Blade, and the greatest woman of all time does not like that. I would have been fired, that broad, and sent her to NXT, to be honest, okay? Because she does not deserve the spotlight of WWE. Because Candy Vega makes things worse, alright? She beat up my own daughter, and then she got away with it because Shane McMahon wants to put her in a Hell in a Cell match. Oh, really? Really? Why you put that cage animal in a Hell in a Cell match? Ridiculous, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. But when she slips up, and when she stops making me money, and when her contract is up, say bye-bye to Candy Vega, because she's not going to be here anymore. She's not going to be here anymore, okay? I'm going to get rid of her myself. You know why I'm going to get rid of her? Because she... Look at her name. Candy. I eat candy every single day, Coach. Do you eat candy? Well, yeah, Vince, I do. Well, you get my point exactly. That's not a wrestling name like Lars Sullivan or AJ Styles or KJ Jones. Those are wrestling names. Those are legit names that when you hear them, you think of the biggest and baddest thing in the WWE. Candy Vega is not the biggest thing and baddest thing in WWE. It's not. It's just that simple. Now, Brian Angel, yes, I like him, but his wife needs to go. With my relationship with Angel, Angel's fine. Angel's the next big thing. Angel is the future, or kinda is, if he gets on the right track. Some people say that he's Finn Balor 2.0. No, he's not Finn Balor 2.0 because Finn Balor knows what it takes to win. Angel just hasn't found that drive, what it takes to win. When he finds that drive in him to see what it takes to win, then he will be special. Until he finds that drive, he is nothing but an average WWE superstar. But let's hope Monday Night Raw changes his mind, and let's hope Monday Night Raw makes him great again. That's what Angel needs. Yay! Looks like he can comment again. Wait, hold on. Somebody said, why does Vince sound like Coltrane? I don't sound like that Coltrane, like this. Welcome, ladies, that's Coltrane. No, that's Coltrane. I don't sound like him, okay? I sound like Vincent Kennedy McMahon. The manager for Brian Asher and Candy Baker are here in the chat. They want to talk to you. So what you gonna do about this? So he said he'll do what you want. Of course he'll do what I want. I always get what I want because I know what's best for business. Somebody asks, what if Goku joins WWE? Hey, Goku, the anime character. I would love to see that. Maybe he could Kamehameha some people and Kaioken them in the face. I would love to see that because Goku will be great for WWE. You know what I'm saying? Because Goku could bring in an anime audience. If Goku's available, then we'll sign him. If he doesn't want to join us, he can go on and keep fighting Super Saiyan gods and all that stuff like that. Whatever he does. I don't know. I'm Vince McMahon. All I care about is wrestling and football. That's all I care about. I don't watch anime. Okay, Vince. Okay, so Sammy Talks has an actual question. Whenever he gets us that question, we will answer it. If y'all just joining me again, you guys can ask Vince McMahon any question you guys want to. He will answer it to the best of his ability. That's right, because I know what's best for business. Let me tell you a story, Coltrane Jr., because you're Coltrane Jr. You're the son of the co-owner of WWE Coltrane Sr. Let me tell you something, Coltrane Jr. When your father came up to me and said that he wants to own the parts of the WWE, I didn't want to give it to him. You know why I didn't want to give it to him? Because, you know, the reason why I didn't want to give it to him, because the WWE is my baby. It's what I see the future of WWE being. Like that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. I gave him the middle finger, and I went like, I'm Vince McMahon. I don't need anybody. Okay? That's exactly what I did, and I just showed my guns out. But then he convinced me of his plan to turn this company around, and that's what he did. And that's what my plan is going to be in Season 6. Turn this company around. Season 6 will be the best season in this company history. Period. You see the champions that we have? The world champion, don't talk about him because he lost the championship because in embarrassing fashion. But we have Bobby Roode, the glorious one. The Dream Team, Velveteen Dream and Apollo Crews. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, you, Coltrane Jr. and Sandy. We have SmackDown Live Women's Champion, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. The WWE Champion, Finn Balor, who I love so dear. The Intercontinental Champion, Johnny Gargano. Those are real champions, and those are champions that deserve to be champions. Okay? Because they have actual reasons and actual being and have proven to be the best in the company. Okay? That's the champions that the WWE Universe wants. And as long as WWE Universe accepts our WWE champions, then there will not be a problem. And that's why Season 6, going into it, starting next week, will be the best season in series history. Who do you think is the biggest wrestler in the company right now? Well, this question was by Sammy, by the way. Well, that's kind of tough. You know, I have a lot of big names in the company. But if I had to take one massive name that is the biggest wrestler in the company right now, it has to be Finn Balor. Finn Balor is one of the biggest things to ever grace this company. You know why? Because Finn Balor did something that you people should know how to do if you're a wrestler. He won Money in the Bank, he cashed it in, and he stole the WWE Championship, some people say. But he cashed in Money in the Bank, which is a fair opportunity, and he won the WWE title. And he has been WWE Champion ever since. He hasn't ran from nobody. He has took up the competition. He's been legit as WWE Champion, and he's the champion that I love to see. And that's why he is the WWE Champion. It is the future of the company. My favorite wrestler right now is Finn Balor of SmackDown Live. But we hope to change that because Raw is the A show, by the way, Train. And Coltrane, if Monday Night Raw does not win the ratings this month, I'm going to cry. You know what? Because SmackDown Live is not better than Monday Night Raw. I don't care what you people say. I don't care what the views say on Cold Chain Network. You guys need to get Monday Night Raw to 100 views a week because Raw deserves the spotlight that it deserves, okay? Now, I'm sick and tired of going back my rating report and SmackDown Live doing 105 views and Raw doing 50 views. No. No. We're changing that. That's why I got rid of that strawberry cupcake, strawberry shortcake Universal Championship and brought back a real championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, the championship that embodied Monday Night Raw for years in the past. Because we need that on this show. Because Raw needs to be the A show. Hey Vince, why do you think you think you all big yet about every superstar you fight owns you? What? What kind of question is that? Every superstar I fight owns me? No, they don't. And history goes by, I own every superstar because I allowed them to beat me up because I paid them the money to do it, and I make sure that I don't get buried like I bury some talent. Yeah. Hey Vince, do you know I know who the Watching Manager is, and if I can convince him to sign Candy, what are you gonna do about it? Is that toxic talking? No, you don't. I know who the Raw General Manager is, and he will be revealed at WWE Backlash. And quite frankly, toxic. You can try to predict who it is, but nobody in the WWE Universe can predict who the new Raw General Manager is. And Candy Vega will absolutely, positively never show up on Monday Night Raw as long as I still own the WWE. Absolutely not. I am not putting Candy Girl on Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Okay? Not happening at all. I'm not putting the woman that beat up the Raw commissioner on the same show. Not happening. Stephanie McMahon does not want to see that woman's face ever again. Because quite frankly, her face disgusted her and made her puke when she seen Candy Vega's face. It was disgusting. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties here as, the stream wants to act up. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I think we're back. Guys, technical difficulties. Well, okay. We can't see Vince McMahon and company anymore. I don't know what happened. Yeah. We'll fix this. We'll be right back. Wait, is the live feedback on? I think, guys, I think we're back live here in the building here. Here we go. All right, Vince, we have more characters. So we have more comments. Vince, did you know that Knight trained Elizabeth Blade? Yes, I did. Because Elizabeth Blade told me herself that Knight trained her, and I was like, yeah. You see, let me tell y'all something. When you pledge to the greatest woman of all time, good things happen to you. Because I am a Bayley fan. I don't know if half of the WWE Universe are Bayley fans, but I am a Bayley fan. And that's why she is the greatest woman of all time. Not the people that you named and people that you say that better than her. Ronda Rousey got lucky at WrestleMania, and it won't happen again. The next time Bayley faces Ronda Rousey, it will be a different story. The greatest woman of this generation, of quite frankly all time. I'm including Lita. I'm including Trish. I'm including Mae Young, even though she has her own classic name after her. But still, we should name it the Bayley Classic because she is the greatest woman of all time. You want to disrespute it? I can bring facts to tell you exactly why she's the greatest woman of all time. Because I know people are gonna dislike she ain't the greatest. Tell me why Bayley's not the greatest woman in this series. Tell me why. Tell me who's better than her. And don't you dare mention Candy Baker. Because please. A dry erase marker is better than Candy Baker. I'm sorry. The Candy Baker is not even close to being the greatest woman of all time. I'm sorry. No. Bayley is. If you want to come for me in the chat and ask me, Vince McMahon, who's the greatest woman of all time, and come with actual facts, I will give you statistic by statistic why Bayley is the greatest woman of all time. Not Paige, not Natalya, not Charlotte Flair, even though I love me some Charlotte Flair. I'm sorry, Charlotte, you're not the greatest woman of all time. Not Charlotte, not Sasha, no, not Becky, not Kairi Sane, not Asuka. It's B-A-Y-L-E-Y. Bayley. She doesn't smile in your face. She put a big smile on her face because she's the best thing to ever grace this company. Bayley, the greatest woman of all time. Simple as that. Thank you guys. Vince, you have a new sub that's subscribed to the Cold Train Network because of your speech. Well, I thank that new sub and welcome to the phenomenal crew. What's his name? His name is Samuel Wiley. He subbed to the channel. Thank him for subbing, and make sure you guys go subscribe to Samuel Wiley for subscribing to Cold Train Productions, because that speech I made about Bayley being the greatest woman of all time made a new sub join. Cold Train, you should have me on the Cold Train Network more often than you do, man. Because with me here, I get views, and with me here, we get more interactions on our social media platforms here in the Cold Train universe. See, you see what I do? See what I do, Train? You see, me, Vince McMahon did that. I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? And keep the questions rolling. Somebody said Elizabeth Blade is brainwashed. Brainwashed? Seriously, Cole? Brainwashed. Elizabeth Blade is not brainwashed. Let me tell y'all something. Brainwash is when you under sadistic control. Elizabeth can still do whatever she wants. If she wants to go to Raw, she can go to Raw. If she wants to stay on SmackDown, she can go to SmackDown. Bayley's not under her control and brainwash. She's doing it because Bayley's the greatest woman of all time. That's exactly why she's doing it. And you will find out who's the mastermind of everything that makes Bayley does what he does, because that will be revealed on SmackDown Live, because Bayley has a higher up that she even pledges to for her being the greatest woman of all time. There's somebody even bigger than Bayley. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't start with Bayley. It starts with this woman that you will see on SmackDown Live. Because you see, it's a running gag. You see, Bayley is the present greatest. Elizabeth is the future greatest. And then after that, we will have another greatest and another greatest. It keeps going on because you pledge to the greatest. And Bayley will reveal who makes her do what she does. And Bayley will reveal who inspired her to call herself the greatest woman of all time. And Bayley will reveal who is in second in command of the greatest woman of all time team on SmackDown Live after the bash. Because you see, you thought that the plot was thickened after Bayley lost her championship. Well, let me tell you all something. It's only just beginning. Well, both works then. Wow. Somebody asked, wait, if she's the greatest woman of all time, then why did Bayley tap out to Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania? Hey. Let me tell you something, Knights or whoever said that in the chat. Listen, Bayley tapped out to the greatest woman of all, to Ronda Rousey. It was a fluke, okay? The referee said that she tapped out, but she did not tap out. She was tapping on the mat, okay? That's what all that was. She was tapping on the mat. And that is for somebody who said that F you to them, okay? Bayley is not a fluke, all right? She tapped out, and she did not tap out. It was a controversial finish. The referee has been fired for making Ronda Rousey win the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. It was utter complete BS, alright? Controversial. But that's right about controversial. Yeah. Alright? She did not tap out. And that means Bayley can beat Ronda Rousey 2 times in a row to get back her SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Vince, since somebody asked you want to be a bastard, are you throwing out the plans for Bianca Belair? What? I'm not a bastard. I am Vincent Kennedy McMahon. That's what I do, right? I run up and down these halls all day, every day. Bianca Belair will still have her plans because Bianca Belair is the future of Monday Night Raw, and she will be the Raw Women's Champion sooner rather than later. Let's get that point proven. Kairi Sane is great, but she's not Bianca Belair. Point proven. Point blank. Period. There you go. Put the exclamation point on it. There you go. Bingo. She will still get hers. And toxic, lethal, whatever your name is. Don't ask me about my plans because my plans are confidential. That me and only Coltrane Sr. knows what's going on. And if you're just joining me, ladies and gentlemen, this is an interview for Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the owner of WWE, or co-owner, you can say. And I am answering all of the fans' questions here because I'm special. Vince, have you ever been punched in your mouth? No. No one has ever touched me. Nobody will touch me. I am the most secured guy in this company. If you lay a hand on me, over 10 to 15 guys will knock you out of here and kick you out of this arena. That's simple. You will not touch me, Vince McMahon. Now, I think this interview is over. Now, Coltrane, I thank you so much for joining me today. WWE Universe, where's the camera? This way. WWE Universe, hold on. WWE Universe, make sure you guys catch NXT tomorrow, which will be premiering live on the Coltrane Network and the WWE Network. Make sure you all catch NXT because NXT is the future, like I stated earlier, of the WWE. Now I think this interview is over. Now you will class yourself as dismissed train. You have a matchup to get ready for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships at the Bash. So can you cast yourself dismissed? Well, Vince, thank you for taking the time to meet with us. Again, ladies and gentlemen, shocking development that the WWE Bash and Backlash has been changed. As if you all missed it, Vince McMahon has announced that the WWE Championship match at the WWE Bash pay-per-view will be Finn Balor versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. That will be happening in 3 weeks' time at the Bash. And also at Backlash, we will crown a new World Heavyweight Champion after KJ, what he did, Vince, botched the ending. After KJ botched the ending of his match with AJ Styles, the World Heavyweight Championship was forced to be vacant, and KJ Jones will have to get it back in a fatal 4-way ladder match at WWE Backlash, the Raw exclusive pay-per-view, and the opponents will be handpicked by the chairman himself, Vince McMahon. One last thing, Vince, when will the Raw General Manager be revealed again so we get that information out to the public? The Raw General Manager will be revealed at WWE Backlash. I will come out to start the show and reveal who the new Raw General Manager will be. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raw General Manager will be revealed at WWE Backlash. I cast myself as dismissed. I've been your host, Coltrane, and we'll see you all, ladies and gentlemen, in just a mere second as we go over everybody that was drafted in the WWE Draft. All right, Vince, peace out. Say that's the guy. Yeah. Vince McMahon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that interview was kind of fun. I actually enjoyed sitting down with Vince McMahon for a quick second. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over the draft results for, again, if you all missed the WWE draft, we will go over the draft results and go over the next couple months that you will expect here in the universe mode as we are back at the little headquarters that we're at. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the arena. So here's the recap for what happened at the WWE draft and what is going on right now in the universe mode. I know I have a lot of new fans and a lot of people don't know what's going on. So we're gonna catch everybody up on the stuff that's going on here in the series after WrestleMania to make sure you guys are not confused going into the new season, which will start starting after I come back from Easter vacation. So, number one. NXT is coming back. So a lot of people don't know about NXT. It is coming back, and we'll have our first show premiere tomorrow on tomorrow at around the same time the stream was going, about 4:30, 5 o'clock ish. So we have the NXT coming back. NXT will consist of the NXT Championship, NXT North American Championship, NXT Women's Championship, and NXT Tag Team Championships. The NXT roster has been sorted out already, and you will see some faces appear this week on NXT TV, and you will see multiple faces appear from time to time as the week goes on, as we'll be hosting NXT TakeOver London, the first NXT special back for the NXT show. So that is coming your way on tomorrow. After I come back from vacay, NXT will be on normal schedule, which will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We will have Universe Mode Monday, SmackDown Tuesday, Raw Monday, SmackDown Tuesday, NXT Wednesday. Well, NXT will always be premiered, except the pay-per-views will be live. All NXT pay-per-views will be live on YouTube.com, but most of them will be premiered on YouTube. Meanwhile, Raw and SmackDown Live will stay live. A lot of people say they love the premieres, so we're going to keep the premieres going. Meanwhile, Raw and SmackDown will stay live on YouTube.com. So that's coming your way very soon. We plan on having NXT TakeOver London in the middle of May. In real life, May of 2019. As for Backlash and the Bash, there will be Raw and SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-views respectfully. Don't worry, the draft thing will be going in just a moment. We will fix that after the stream. We'll be back to normal with Monday Night Raw. Raw will host Backlash and SmackDown will host the Bash. Now, as for everybody that's new, here are the champions so far in the series right now. Again, KJ Jones is being stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship as he had a blunder and he lost the championship, and the championship will be stripped after AJ Styles won it. AJ Styles in return will get a WWE Championship shot at the Bash since he was drafted to SmackDown Live. So here are the champions for Raw. United States Champion is Bobby Roode. The Raw Tag Team Champions are Apollo Crews and Velveteen Dream. The Raw Women's Champion is Kairi Sane, and your European Champion is Kevin Owens. Again, in this series, Raw has 5 championships, SmackDown has 5 championships, with added on the Cruiserweight Championship, and then the Money in the Bank briefcases go between shows. So the women's Money in the Bank and men's Money in the Bank briefcases will go between Raw and SmackDown Live, respectively, with NXT getting its own Money in the Bank, which will be crowned at NXT TakeOver Chicago, which we'll go over when we get to Money in the Bank. So there is the Raw champions for everybody that is new. The Dream Team and Kevin Owens retained at WrestleMania. Kairi Sane won the Raw Women's Championship from Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, and Bobby Roode retained his title at WrestleMania, if you guys are wondering what happened at Mania with those titles. Now on to the SmackDown Live side. SmackDown Live's champions are as follows. This is from WrestleMania. Finn Balor, the Demon King, retained his WWE Championship as he beat Aleister Black and the Royal Rumble winner Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat match, pinning Dolph Ziggler. Johnny Gargano won the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship Havoc Pack Challenge as he beat Rob Havoc, Michael Wolf, and Johnny Evil to win the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career. SmackDown Tag Team Champions are still Sandy. Sandy, last time we did an update, were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions at the start of the series, and at the start of 2K19 Universe Mode, and they're still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions when we're doing the middle of the season recap. So the Sandy have been champions since WWE Battleground, which Battleground will take place next month after the Bash. So Raw and SmackDown will come together to do WWE Battleground, and if Sandy makes it to Money in the Bank as the SmackDown Tag Team Champion, since we have to flip-flop, Money in the Bank was in July last year, but Money in the Bank was in June last year, but it will be in July this year. If Sandy makes it to July as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, they will make 1 year as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Coltrane has done a lot of things with Sandy and making them one of the most dominant tag teams in the series right now. Then we have our SmackDown Women's Champion. You heard it in the interview. Vince McMahon talked about this many a times. Ronda Rousey, the Women's Royal Rumble winner, won the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania as she beat the so-called greatest woman of all time in Bayley. Rousey is looking for some competition right now, as Bayley said that she will not invoke her rematch clause until SummerSlam. And you heard yesterday that Bayley wants Candy Vega, and she wants to put it into Candy Vega before she gets Ronda Rousey. But Candy Vega said that, hey, it's not gonna work like that. If I beat you, I want something in return. And Bayley still has not responded to Candy Vega's challenge. But Bayley says she will address all in the coming weeks before we hit the Bash. And then we have the Cruiserweight Champion, who is Kyle O'Reilly. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. And I forgot, I gotta go over the United Kingdom Champion as well. I forgot about that, but we'll get into it. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle O'Reilly is the only Undisputed Era member to win at WrestleMania. Adam Cole lost. Bobby Fish lost. Roderick Strong lost. Rob Havoc lost. All those men lost at WrestleMania. Kyle O'Reilly is the only member of the Undisputed Era to get gold around his waist at Mania. So congratulations to Kyle O'Reilly on becoming the new Cruiserweight Champion. He successfully defended his Cruiserweight Championship on the WWE Draft Special against Tony Nese. We'll see what's next for Kyle O'Reilly. We'll find out in the coming weeks. And finally, I told you guys the Money in the Bank briefcase, it is between both brands. But we're going to get rid of this for now. And we're going to put the UK champion, who is the big dog, Roman Reigns, to complete the champions for SmackDown Live. Because Roman Reigns won the Undisputed Challenge at WrestleMania, and he successfully won the United Kingdom champion, which makes the big dog a one-time United Kingdom champion for the first time in his illustrious career. So that is the current champions right now in the series. Let me know what you all think of the current champions. Should there be a change? Should there not be a change? Who you think should go for each title? Feedback is very gracious in this time period. Because again, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be posting Universe Mode for a week. My last Universe Mode video will go up on tomorrow, and then that will be the final Universe Mode video until we come back after the vacation. So you guys send me some comments, send me some messages. We will take them in consideration while we're on break, and then we may incorporate them in the series. You never know. Always comment and stuff like that if you want something done. So make sure you guys hear that. Adhere to those announcements right there. So if you guys want to see anything different, let me know. I will incorporate. Again, Season 6 is the season for the fans. So make sure, Vince McMahon just said this. He wants Season 6 of Universe Mode to be the best season we have ever had. So that is what listening to the WWE Universe. So Vince wants to listen to the WWE Universe. So y'all say, if I see hints of push this guy, push that guy, make this guy that, make the guy that, we will take those into serious considerations to make this series better. I want to listen to y'all. So make sure you guys put your comments out there for the world to see. I will be reviewing every single chat that was posted in the WWE live in this live stream on tomorrow. So if you guys posted anything and I didn't read it, I will read it and we will address it in the next Universe Mode video. I will address it in the premiere tomorrow. So if y'all posted anything in the chat and I did not see it, I will go back and read every single chat message. And make sure you guys put it in the comment section too if I did not see it as well, because I see every single comment. So make sure you guys do that for me as well. Other than that, I think that is everything, ladies and gentlemen. That is everything from the WWE Draft. That's everything you need to know about the series right now, as we head into the new season. So if you guys are just joining me, don't worry. You're all caught up. That is everything that culminated at WrestleMania right there. And information that you need to know for new viewers is that the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the Women's Battle Royal actually meant something this year. You just didn't say, oh, I won the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. No, it was a big deal. The winner of the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal got a WWE or now World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, and Killian Dane won the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We have no word on when Killian Dane will cash in his opportunity, but Killian Dane said it will be soon. As for the Women's Battle Royal winner Candice LeRae, she said she is cashing in her opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship at the Battleground pay-per-view. So the winner of Kairi Sane and Becky Lynch at Backlash will face Candice LeRae at Battleground for the Raw Women's Championship. That's pretty much everything you need to know coming out of WrestleMania. As for everything else, Triple H, he is no longer in the series right now. He's taking a break as he lost to Brian Angel, and he cannot show up on SmackDown Live for 1 year. You heard about the Bayley stuff. You know about the Sandy and the Tag Team Championships. WWE title, you know about that already. You know what I'm saying? So you're pretty much, everything is pretty much caught up. If I missed anything, it is every storyline is always explained when we do an episode. Or you guys can ask me about something in the chat if you're in the chat in the comment section down below if you're new. So there you go, man. So basically everything else will be explained to you. So again, we make the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal meaningful. We don't just give you a battle royal, you don't win nothing. I'm sorry, that's bad booking. That is terrible booking. Just to have a battle royal, just have a battle royal. That it's just meaningless. So you get something big for winning those battle royals. So I said at WrestleMania, that battle royal changes careers, and we seen that last year with the winner of the battle royal from last year. The winner of the battle royal from last year. In this series was Coltrane, and he literally changed everything about himself after he won that battle royal. Boy, in a whole group, he you know, it was Sandy, and they just pretty much took over WWE in the SmackDown Tag Team division. So you know what I'm saying? So it changes your career. It's pretty much that simple. So don't sleep on them battle royals at WrestleMania. Don't sleep on them, because I promise you that the battle royal winners will be doing something special in the coming months. Don't worry. Now, as for the WWE Draft moves, if you guys did not catch the WWE Draft, I'm going to sum it up in a little bit. We shook up the rosters a little bit here as we had moved. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. The superstars that moved and are going to their respective brands. Chris Danger. These are superstars that are going to Monday Night Raw. Chris Danger, Asuka, Noam Dar, Fandango, Laura Sullivan, Usos, Rusev Day, Cedric Alexander, Beth Phoenix, Lana, TM61, Grand Metalik, Natalya, and Toxiana. Hope I said that right. Toxic will kill me if I didn't say it right. Toxiana are going to Raw. As for SmackDown, Carmella, Shinsuke Nakamura, TJP, Tyler Phillip, The Revival, Gallows and Anderson, AJ Styles, Nightwolf Jr., and Dolph Ziggler has signed a permanent contract with SmackDown Live since he showed up because he won the Royal Rumble. So Dolph Ziggler has a full-time contract with SmackDown Live now, and those are the superstars that moved in the WWE Draft. You can always say it was a superstar shakeup, but you know the draft really happened because we got a whole new championship now. The World Heavyweight Championship is back. That's why it's a draft. That's why I call it a draft. And we incorporated NXT, which I don't have time to go over the entire NXT roster. You will see some faces show up, and you will see the theme of NXT on tomorrow. So yeah, let me pull up the chat again. I think I covered everything. If I missed anything, guys, let me know. But I think everything was covered in the chat. Toxiana, what I don't know. Hey, wait, Christopher, yeah, and the Hardy Boys. Oh yeah, I forgot the Hardy Boys on NXT as well because they got switched after Ricochet won his match. Hey, hey, Mark, what's up? Christopher, I've already explained that about downloadable characters. Um, again, again, Raw's roster and SmackDown's roster are done. I am not moving anybody else. This is the roster for at least the next 5 to 6 months, give or take, maybe 3 to 4. I may do some trades if I feel so be. But the only way you can get into the series right now is if NXT wants you, Christopher. So if NXT say, hey, I want Christopher Blanco's character on NXT, well then yes, I have no choice because the bookers want you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give them to you because they may have a plan for you. So you ask the NXT bookers who are Core is Omega, Mark, and Toxic or Lethal. Ask them, hey, say, hey, NXT bookers, do you want me in the series? And if they say yes, they will let me know. I will find your hashtags and download you. If they say no, I can't do anything about it because my team